I want to share something that's really cool that happened in our family Bible study the other night. I had read it prior to just kind of preparing, didn't pick up on it. But once we start sitting there and we're reading through this chapter, started just seeing things. It's just amazing how you can read through something and even be, not just trying to read and hurry up, but actually really be focused, and you don't see something and then you go through it again and then you see something. It's just amazing how God will open your eyes through reading the exact same thing, show you something different. And I'm just going to read a few verses. We do just little really cool things, little life lessons, that how they just happen naturally just reading through the Bible. It's Genesis chapter 45. What's happened here is Joseph, when he was sold into Egypt, he, because of God, raises him up to become second in charge there in Egypt. And the brothers have come down because the famine's come through and they're needing food. You probably remember the story. If you don't, go back through and read it because it's a really cool story. And then they didn't recognize him, and so he finally reveals himself who he is in this chapter. The Pharaoh comes in, now the top dog, and he's like, here's what I want to provide, this is what I want to do, and this is what I want you to go tell your brothers here before they go. So he's getting ready to send them back to Canaan to get Israel, Jacob. They're going to get the father and bring all their family and them back down to Egypt, and then that's where they're going to live. So before they go, Pharaoh tells Joseph to go tell the brothers this. And so I'll start in verse 19, and we're just going to read to verse 25, I think. You are commanded to do this. Take carts out of the land of Egypt for your little ones and your wives. Bring your father and come. So then the sons of Israel did so. And Joseph gave them carts according to the command of Pharaoh, and he gave them provisions for their journey. Seeing this life connection here, the provisions for their journey, they're going to be taken care of. Here we are, we're in a journey now, right? We're in a journey of having to get from our home right now to our eventual home, get to the kingdom. And we're on this journey. The provisions will be taken care of. God's going to provide those provisions. Now, for some, this seems much more fruitful and so on than for others. Some have a whole lot more stuff. Some don't struggle as much. They don't have as much financial struggles, maybe. Maybe they do and it just doesn't look like it. I don't know. But these provisions are different. I mean, God said if he will give the food to the sparrows, how will he not provide for us? And our needs are taken care of. It may not be everything we want. We just need to stop and say, thank you, Lord. Because along that journey, we're going to have what we need. Verse 22, and he gave to all of them, to each man, changes of garments. But to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of garments. Now this giving of garments was like really giving a lot of money or something in a sense. It was a good thing. It showed that they cared a lot for you. But if we look at the bigger picture, once we complete that journey, we'll be given those white robes. We'll be given new garments. We'll be given purity. We'll be able to take off this ugly flesh garment that we wear right now. And so there's that picture, of getting that new garment. Verse 23, and he sent to his father these things: 10 donkeys loaded with the good things of Egypt, and 10 female donkeys loaded with grain, bread, and food for his father for the journey. So he sent his brothers away, verse 24, and they departed, and he said to them, see that you do not become troubled along the way. I'll stop right there with that. You don't become troubled along the way. We're on this journey. We're going to have what we need. You got what you need. May not have everything you want. Probably don't need everything we want. And we probably shouldn't just want. Right? How many of you, if you're like me, and I know you are because we want. You want something. Ooh, I want that. Ooh, I want that. And we sometimes covet too much. And that's not a good thing. We don't need to do that. But boy, it's so hard. Ooh, I want that new bear shirt. Ooh, we just want. And so, but we also seem like we probably get worried along the way. Oh, we're not going to be able to do this. Man, I'm going to lose my retirement. Man, I don't have a job. Man, and we worry. See that you not be troubled along the way. There's no reason to worry. I know we're going to. We do. But he's saying, hey, the journey, you're getting there. You're going to get that new garment. And we're going to have the good things. And really, I probably should have started a verse before, verse 18, where he says, this is Pharaoh, bring your father and your household and come to me. I will give you the best of the land of Egypt, and you will eat the fat of the land. That's that picture. So really, I should start there, but let's go back to that. Don't worry. You're going to have the best. This best stuff here is nothing. It's going to all go away. You're going to have the best. And that's what we need to be looking towards. And not necessarily having that new car and that new house and all of these great things. We're going to have the best. So we just don't worry. It's all going to be fine. And again, there's going to be bumps, there's going to be some bruises. We're going to make it through. Even on their journey, there was probably some little things that went wrong as they were going to and fro. There were some things that went wrong, I'm sure. Don't worry. Hey, you got food, you got what you need. Just keep going. The best is coming. So anyway, thought that was really cool. Just wanted to share that and how easy it can be to miss something like that. Just didn't see it. And so God showed me the second time. What about the third time, the fourth time that we read through things? Man, what is he going to open? So we need to be in the Bibles, go through the Bible, and let God show us things. Help us to have eyes to see and ears to hear. Because they're in a famine, and they're being provided for through the famine. This is how we get provided through famine. And we're in a famine. So how are we going to get through this famine? It's got to be in the Word.